Football once again. We're your hosts. You got Eric eBay Coleman,
hey,
Paul Bunyan McDaniel, and over here we got Antonio Mater Roberts.
and let me say one more thing. SPP too. Safe Pick Paul.
And Safe Pick Paul as the trophy. Just never forget where the trophy is. But I still lost in a bet that I would have given up 100 push-ups. But he told me the Jaguars were going to beat the Cowboys this week. And I gave him 50 push-ups to his 25 that wasn't going to happen. And I even said straight push-ups. So, folks, looks like I
said I would count.
That's right. Here we go.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Might again out.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Real sloppy push-ups, Paul.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 42, one more, 3, 44, 5, 5 more,
5 more, Paul.
5 more. Might as well. 1, 2. 3 more, baby. 3 more, baby. Hey, that's pretty damn good.
Dang it, man.
That's pretty good one.
Nah, he's such a competitor.
I was there, man.
Yeah, he wanted that 3.
He wanted the 50, man. He wanted it. Come on, man. You got this. That's your 1, 2. That's it. 3. Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul.
Man.
Hey, Paul.
That was rough.
Listen, bro. Hey, good job, man. Good job, man. Good job, you boy. If I was you, man, I wouldn't be offering bets for push-ups no more, man.
Oh, man.
I don't want your Sammy Sam, man. Get your Sammy Sam in the cam, man. Your Sammy Sam. That's a real your Sammy Sam.
I actually took the little trophy, the big trophy, and the money again this week. And let's explain what happened to our buddy eBay last week and why he's the loser this week. He took his picks and he scored really high. But like the Patriots, he decided to do some flip-flopping. And because he flip-flopped and everybody else took the Giants, so he went the other way. Everybody took the Raiders, so he went with the Patriots, and just like the Patriots flipping that ball back and forth, he lost. He lost in the last seconds by flip-flopping around. The Giants game really sunk him, because we got quite a few points off that Giants game.
Yeah.
So that's what happened last week. This week we got a whole new spread of games. The trophies.
Whole new spread.
The trophies, hopefully, I'm hoping to keep them on this side, but so far it hadn't happened.
Good shining, bro.
Yeah.
SPP. Hey, I'm gonna have to adopt that for the MGM and the FanDuel website. SPP is working, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, y'all better follow this man picks in real life.
Paul going crazy.
This man is beating us like this. So that means that's how much money you can make, or he makes. Now these picks. It's
I had much, y'all.
After the first few weeks, I learned. You know, SPP is more like bet like your money's on the line.
Yeah.
And that is what I decided to do. Every pick is like, if I was going to waste my money, who would I put it on? And that's why I made the decisions I've made here lately.
But I wonder though, would that be just because it's imaginary money you using, or if you were using real money, could you actually pull that trigger on some of these bets that we actually take? Because like when the money's on the line, like say like you say $100.
Yeah.
Real money. You bet on the MGM, you bet. Because betting's legal in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go in there, you bet your 100.
Yeah.
Now, could you take those Texans plus 6 for your real $100 for real? Like
some of them I
that
could.
money's gonna make a difference, right?
But yeah, there's no way I would go down the whole line
No.
and make those bets. There's no way I would do 100 on every one of them. But what's sad is, a lot of times, the games that I'm the most certain on, that I would put most of my money on, are the ones that don't work out. Yeah.
That's right.
I think that's the Vegas thing. I think Vegas knows. It's just like, when we're all doing it now, we can see that there comes times when we're all like, oh, this game's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
We're all certain of it, and Vegas knows that.
So when we speak about Vegas now, we speaking of it as a state, an entity, a imaginary thing. How are we talking about Vegas? We say Vegas like it's the whole thing, like Las Vegas, but is it just
the gambling? The Vegas makes the spreads. They put down how much money and yeah. So they're the ones that like put everything on these games and say, if the Falcons win, your $100 gets you $285. Right. They're the ones who make all those things, and I think they know, and that's one of the things that everybody starts thinking.
But what I'm saying is it the city or is it the entity?
It's the entities it's the gambling entities that are part of this. And the NFL started as a gambling thing. People don't realize that. All those original 12 guys that got together and made the NFL were all connected to gambling.
Right.
And this was just a game for them. And it was actually something that was just for fun a lot for them. But then the AFL came in and almost knocked them out of business, and then they took the AFL in too. But the NFL just wanted to have their basically gentleman's sport going on that they could bet with each other. Also, this week we're going to start into our picks this week and give you guys some information and help you guys in case you guys want to risk your hard-earned money on these.
You better.
Don't necessarily follow our picks, but just take the information that you get from this show, and I think you'll have the education you need to make a wise pick.
Good advice, Paul. Good advice.
So, our first pick is, of course, going to be the Thursday night game. It's going to be the Jaguars and the Jets, and it's a pick'em game, so there is no spread for it. So, you just try to pick the winner of these two. It's played at New York. Important information to know is that Trevor Lawrence is questionable in that game. And that's the reason why when you're looking at this, you're like, why on earth are the Jets even killed with the Jaguars? And that's the reason why, because they're not sure that Trevor Lawrence is going to play.
Well, when we get ready to pick, you let me pop this off when you're ready.
All right. Yeah. Take off with it, Antonio.
Well, I'm going to tell you, right off the bat, starting off the show, we start off the show with a pick'em, man. Okay, so they downplaying the Jags' success. The Jags gonna win again. Lawrence is questionable. He might not play. That keep you from betting that he throw for 2 and 3 touchdowns, and they stop you from doing all that. Okay, so now the Jets, they at home. A lot of people like to take the pick'ems. They just like to take the home team at home. Jags for your money, my money, they money, church's money. Jags this week, folks. On to McCall.
And I'm gonna go against him. Me and him pick a lot of times the same things, but I think the Jets are going to come out in this game just because I think it's shocking to me, even still, that it's an even spread. And so to me, it's like maybe Vegas is trying to push an agenda one way or the other. And I think that the Jags, on an even field, on a regular day, beat the Jets no problem on any field, New York or otherwise. But for that reason, I'm going to take the Jets. Well, that defense is pretty dang good for the Jets.
But you remember the Jets our co-host been saying they've been dancing all year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Jets, they've been playing ball. But they back on the downslide. They won't make the playoffs this year, I don't think. Maybe they win a division. I don't know who's leading the division. Giants? No more?
Yeah.
Who's leading the division?
It's still the Bills are leading it. You mean the Jets division?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bills, I'm pretty sure it's the Bills and the Dolphins are in the top, but the Bills are in the lead.
Yeah, the Giants with the Eagles and the...
Can I get my pick?
Yeah. Make your pick. Jets, Jags.
Anthony, love you, cuz. Gotta be dancing this week.
Yeah, it'll be 50.
Hey, man, that defense for the Jets is for real,
the Commandos.
Yeah.
Jets win is easy, man. The Jets. Let's go on to the next one.
All right. So, Jets, Jags is the picks here. Now, the next one, you got the Falcons and the Ravens. The Falcons are getting spotted 7.5 points in Baltimore. And just to let you know, Mariota is out. And I'll go ahead and start because Mariota is out. Helps me make my pick. I'm going to take the Falcons straight up.
Whoa.
I'm going to take the Falcons straight up.
You didn't know
You've been winning too many trophies, man.
You didn't know SPP?
Yeah.
He just
I'm not going to say pick. I'm going out there. I'm taking the Falcons straight up. A lot of the money's going on Baltimore. And I'm going crazy this week. It's crazy pick Paul this week. So what you got, eBay?
Ravens all the way, man. That's no question. And I'm going to give up that 7.5.
That's a good pick.
Hey. I kind of like second that emotion, man. That motion, not emotion. Sorry about that. But yeah, I second that motion, man. I think the Ravens. How can they afford to give up 7.5?
And you not hearing me. The Ravens. Ravens are heading into the playoffs. Atlanta is not. So
I think Lamar slide in and pick up where they left off.
Man, boy, when he come back, he gonna have a breakout game.
Yes, I did fail to mention too. Lamar Jackson is also questionable for the game.
I ain't worried about it, but the other quarterback is good.
Been struggling.
Oh yeah.
I probably would rather give up the 7.5 without him.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it always works out a little bit different. Exactly. Yeah, they put 7.5 for a reason a lot of times. So everybody got their pick there.
Minus 7.5.
And we'll go to the Lions and the Panthers. Kind of an interesting matchup, and the Lions are spotting the Panthers 2.5 points in Carolina. What do you got on that, Mater?
Lions is spotting the Panthers 2.5. Now that's a game I'll take head up with the Panthers. No, you know what? I'm gonna take the spread. I learned something from my co-host, man. That SPP, it's really working, man. So I'm gonna try a little of that SPP, and I'm gonna take the spread. Panthers though.
What you got, eBay?
Lions cover this spread. Lions on the roll. I think they're gonna let them make the playoff this year.
They can win by 1.
2.5. I'm giving up the 2.5.
They can win by 1.
Lions.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm going to take the Lions and the 2.5. Like he says, though, it can always be 1-2 points. It doesn't necessarily have to be 3, but every now and then they sneak one past you like that. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Lions and the 2.5.
I got them this week, y'all.
Not enough money.
On their ass, y'all.
Not enough money
this week. I will wear that crown again next week. I will wear it again.
Well, here's a big one to pick for that. The Bills and the Bears. What do you got on that, eBay?
Bears are winners. The Bills been closing his head up. I think the Bears defense.
345 too.
I think the Bears of their defense will step up this week. I think they've been letting the Bills pass by these last couple of weeks with skimming wins. I think they lose this week. I think Justin Fields show up, and they let him because they know he's not gonna make the playoffs. But they'll show that he's a great quarterback, and next year he'll be better.
Well, I was originally saying the same thing when I made my first picks, but I'm going to take the Bills -9. Just, eBay needs a little bit of catching up here, and if I keep taking all the picks that, I could win just by, okay, who you take? I'll pick all of his picks all the way to the end, but
he couldn't beat
that's right, I'm dirty. I will fight dirty.
He couldn't beat you that way.
Exactly.
You're going to hide these shoes down.
I fight dirty, just let you know.
That's really not dirty. It's really like genius.
All right.
Let's throw that in.
What did you get on that, Mater?
Man,
Don't do it. Don't do it because I did it. We always pick against each other.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I stick with my pick. That's why I feel Paul. Like that's what I was about to tell you. Like, you got to do what got you there.
Yeah.
Why would you switch something up? And you've been doing great on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I do. I stick with my own picks, and I don't let y'all sway mine one way or the other. But this is different today.
Well, come on with it, man.
I took.
I'm trying to hear it. I don't know what you want to do. Don't be looking at my face and looking at Paul.
We already know what you put on your
Well,
face.
he ain't circled nothing yet. I'm looking at his face. He ain't circled nothing.
Oh, man.
Are you going to take the 20?
Let's go.
Take the 20?
That's what he certainly knew where he's taking. All right. We got
I know the way to go on
We got the Saints and the Browns. And the Saints are getting spotted 2.5 points in Cleveland. And I don't know why it would seem to me that when you're taking the Browns in Cleveland against the Saints, that it's almost straight up money. It's one of those games that if I bet my money, I would bet money on the Browns in that game because it's so real to me that it's going to happen. That I'm taking the Saints. taking the Saints straight up in that game. What you got, mate?
Hey man, I second that motion, man. I second that motion, man. Deshaun back there, they ain't about to let him put up a shine and do all that in the playoffs. So he just winning guessing right now. He on the lead. He's a puppet right now. Do what we say.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking at too. What do you got, eBay?
Giving up 2.5. Deshaun Watson, 3 touchdowns, passing down. Chubbs and the King over 100.
Hold on, we gotta get some push-ups right now. Look.
Who bet?
We're gonna do all that.
What?
Okay, let's go then.
I thought you were saying cover 2 and negative 2.5.
Alright, so everybody's in. The next game, we got the Chiefs and the Seahawks. This is supposed to be a rout here. You know, Seahawks are just years back we're looking at. We're thinking they're pretty dang good, and they're looking like a good playoff team that might be, you know, posting a little bit of resistance for a Super Bowl run. But they're 9.5-point underdogs in this game. So, what are you going to take on this, mate?
Well, as I circle my sheet for you guys, dude, I keep the Seahawks. Yeah, who could be the Chiefs? What about a team that beat the Chiefs than the Seahawks? Give me the Seahawks, man. That's who's going to do all the 3 touchdowns and passing. It'll be the Seahawks, you know, and on wide out.
What you going with, eBay?
Taking 9.5 with the Seahawks.
Alright, so we're all taking something different on this because I'm taking the minus 9.5 for the Chiefs because it makes no sense. I don't think, you wouldn't think that would be the spread was good as the Seahawks are playing, but when they say 9.5, it makes you think they know something. So 9.5 Chiefs is my pick.
Stop doing that.
Alright, we're going with the
man.
Giants and the Vikings next.
bro.
This is going to be a good game. Yeah, they're playing in Minneapolis, they're playing Minnesota in Minnesota, and the Giants are getting spotted 3.5 points. I think it's going to be a fun game. You got 2 teams competing for playoff spots in NFC.
Matt.
So here we go. I'm going to take the Giants, and I'm going to take the Giants and the 3.5 points. I think Minnesota wins by 3 points. What you got?
You're going to go SPP on me again. And then you know, I was finna say Saquon Barkley was finna. But get what? Since you're doing that, I'm going to give up the 3.5. Vikings win.
And he giving up 3.5. And this is my bet. Giants head up. 3 different bets. Let's go.
All right, we got 3 different picks on this. That's great. That's a great game there. All right, Bengals and Patriots. You got the Bengals spotting the Patriots 3.5 points in New England. What are you going to do on this, eBay?
Straight up Patriots. I ain't going to make it long.
All right. What you got there, Mater?
Plus 3.5 Patriots. Now you make it a 3-way different type of pick, Bob.
All right, you know what? Since you did it, I have the Patriots at a plus 3.5, but I think this game's close enough. I'm going to go ahead, take the Bengals and the 3.5 points. I think the Bengals will cover the spread.
Put official on that page.
So,
all official.
All right.
When I take my picture.
All right. So
he jumped up a lot of points on us, man. You think it's a conspiracy?
Put a fish
you think it's a conspiracy on the conspiracy show?
That's why I make sure they all have a picture of my picks so they know what happened. Yeah.
Man, hell, man.
Hey, but
conspiring on the conspiring show.
On to the next one.
All right.
Let's go, man.
Oh, you really want to do this next one?
Let's go.
Well, we got the Titans spotting the Texans 5.5 in Tennessee. God help us. What are you taking there, eBay?
Come on. You gotta ask me. Come on. Titans minus a 5.5.
We're trying to figure out how you feeling it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Well,
I want the 100 points.
I gotta take the Titans at -5. Man, we gotta win something.
Nah,
man.
Paul, I don't like that.
It's getting old.
Why you can't one time since I go against y'all picks? Why you can't go against me one time and take the Texans +5? You want to help eBay out so bad.
All right.
So look,
here we go. Just for eBay, I'm going to. You know the Titans have a hard time clearing any spread. I'll take the Texans in the 5 points.
He winning too many trophies, y'all. He tired of winning the money.
Don't worry about that.
But okay, here's my pick. I'm gonna be done with that. The Texans gotta beat somebody. Texas head up, let's go to the sea.
One thing's for sure, our picks are gonna be different. I'm gonna take this next one head on because I am going to take the Commanders to win this game. They're getting spotted 7.5 points from the 49ers in San Francisco. I think people watched last week and saw the Giants play them, but you know what? I think the Commanders are a team. I think they're a good team. And I think they're good enough to beat the 49ers minus 2 quarterbacks. So I'm taking the Commanders to win that game straight up. What are you going to do, eBay?
I like that pick too, Paul. I second that motion.
What? Commanders head up over there?
Let's go.
Yeah.
And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go against both of my co-hosts. And it's because there's something fishy going on with them Niners, bro. You know, they built a legacy back then with Montana and Young. They like to win Super Bowl. They ain't like Tennessee. They put the money where they need to put their money to win them a Super Bowl. These people lose. Hold on. These people lose.
Tennessee.
Top player after top player after top player. Just bring in a player or two and the next man up and consistently keep winning. So I'm on the 49ers train, man. Give me them -7.5. They're going to keep on rolling. I think it might be a Super Bowl entry and victory for the Niners. They keep playing the way they play.
That would be something. Yeah! That would be. That really would
the
be.
Niners fan.
I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to change my pick, but I am going to go with Antonio on one thing because I grew up with Joe Montana being the greatest ever.
Right.
That's what they always said. But then the next guy walks in.
Come on, man.
Steve Young.
Just as good.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't good as Joe to me. I love Steve.
Hey.
He wasn't good as Joe. Joe was the goal.
Made up. Me and you, I take.
I college off camera. Man, I'm cutting up right now.
Commanders with the 10.
Don't disturb this.
Commanders with the 7.5.
Listen, y'all.
$10
Joe
bet.
Montana back in the day. Come on, all my 49er fans. I got 2 of them out there. My cousin Chris and my homeboy Doe Goody. Hey, they die-hard 49er fan. I know they gonna love this. Them boys is going and they mess around and win that thing because it's next man up. And they serious.
Yeah, I gotta go home first.
But what we on? All
right. Next up, we'll be doing the Cowboys and the Eagles. And man, that's a game right there. That's an important game. But just to let everybody know, before they make their picks, Hurts may not be playing in this game. He's questionable for this game.
Man, they got to play Hurts this game. Man, this is the best game of the season right now.
Hence the spread. They've given the Eagles are having to give the Cowboys 5 points in Philadelphia.
They should be able to cover that.
So when I saw this, I had to look up the injuries because that just didn't make any sense. Man, those Eagles have been looking great. And I saw Hurts get hurt, but
so you thought
Hurts get hurt.
So you thought if everybody was healthy, they should give the Cowboys more points?
No. The Eagles are playing at home. They should be like a 7-point favorite.
That's what I'm saying. You think the Cowboys should have gotten more points if everybody was healthy?
Yeah.
No, Paul.
But the Cowboys are 5-point favorites in this game.
Oh, they the favorite.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Let me go and start it off.
Okay.
Back on that.
Uncle Dwayne, you gonna love me. Eagles, head up. I don't get no damn who playing. Dak will fuck up in
Hey, that's a lot of points too, and I'll let you go ahead later because I don't want to steal your thunder in case you go.
That's Vegas, man. That's Vegas playing them subliminal mind game with you folks. Listen, the Cowboys was gonna win, always gonna win this game. They just trying to make you think, oh, I don't know which one to take. Cowboys -5. Why would it be up?
And I ain't changing my pick no matter what you put on there because I told you I didn't want to steal your thunder because I thought you were going the same way. We think on the same on the same thing here.
Right.
If you bet $100 on the Philadelphia Eagles and the Eagles win, you would get $292 back. There's going to be a lot of people taking that bet.
That's a lot.
I don't think Hurts will play. I think the Cowboys win. I think they cover the spread. And I think a lot of people lose money that they think is absolutely guaranteed. Cowboys -5.
Man, I got an OG named Benny. Listen, that's my friend. Listen, he love the Cowboys. He'll like eBay, get his people shout out. Listen, the Cowboys, if Hurts is playing, will beat the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia, man. The only team can do it.
Okay. Yeah. So you gave him that 5.
Gave it up.
Okay. On to the next one.
All right, next game we got another really great game, and I think it's pretty dang even. And that's the Raiders and the Steelers. And the Steelers are playing at home, hence 2.5-point favorites. What are you going to take on that, eBay?
Plus 2.5 Raiders.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna stay long.
All right, what you got, eBay? I mean, Mater, I'm sorry.
I'm deciding. Go ahead, Paul.
I'm going to take the Raiders straight up in that game. I think the Raiders are the better team. I think they're the ones actually fighting for this playoff spot. I think Coach Josh McDaniel is fighting for his life.
Right.
He needs this game. So I'm taking the Raiders straight up.
But I was leaning that way, and then you kind of just went on and made my mind up. But, yeah, the Raiders, I was going to take the 2.5. Matter of fact, I will just take the 2.5. And I'll be safe.
Follow eBay.
SPA.
He following eBay. Don't never forget this.
Man.
But anyway.
He don't never win.
On to the next one.
All right.
Hold on. Time out. 7-3-1-2. Look at this score. 7-0-8. He in last. I never follow a loser. He's a loser.
Hey, get what? Worst to first. Don't worry.
It happens. I do it all the time.
They go, Paul.
All right. Next pick, we got the Packers and the Dolphins. The Dolphins are spotting the Packers 4 points. I went back and forth on this. It's been a hard pick for me. What are you going to take on that, eBay?
Straight up Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers back.
I think that's a good. What you got?
Dolphins -4.
Dolphins -4.
Yeah.
I went ahead and went with the Dolphins -4. But, as Aaron Rodgers said last week,
Relax.
you know, he's sitting there talking about the playoffs, and he's like, but, you know, it's not like him, you know, he's like that calm, laid-back thing. I think he knows something, but it's still hard for me to take him going in. And, you know, me and you been burned by Aaron Rodgers way too much this year.
Yeah.
We kept on backing him and backing him.
I'm off of it.
Now watch.
I'm off the Aaron.
Now watch. We get off the train. He starts jumping.
I'm off.
If he does that, I'm going.
But what about your tour theory?
Yeah.
About your tour theory.
And that's
From
where
the
I'm
beginning
going
of the
with.
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm going -4 to the Dolphins. I think it's the torch carrying thing this year. Brady, Rodgers, they're all heading out. You got the new guys heading in, and I think Tua is going to win this game and cover the 4-point spread. Next pick, we got the Broncos and the Rams. Two teams just playing for draft picks. So what are you going to take on this, eBay?
Let me go first.
I'm going to go Rams. Plus 2.5. I'm done with that.
Yeah. Broncos, man. How can they give anybody some point hard as Baker trying to fight, man? In L.A.
Oh, yeah.
With the Broncos. Head up. It's a silly pick, but I'm going to take it.
I already took my pick. I took the Rams straight up. I mean, in this case, it was just a toss-up, but I just got more points for taking the Rams head up. And in all honesty,
Right.
that's the only reason, you know. Yeah, exactly.
That is a good pick. I might change my pick. Matter of fact, I will. Y'all do it all the time. It's my first time doing it. I'm going to change it. It's plus 2.5. I like that ball.
Yeah.
But I don't need to pick the same pick as him because I'm trying to gain ground on him.
Yeah.
And if
Nah, you picked plus 2.5. I had already
No, I'm
picked
talking about
plus
him.
2.5.
I'm talking about him.
Yeah.
Hey, but you trying
He's not worried about you right now.
Man. You keep talking about somebody worrying about you, man. I'm trying to catch this man, the leader.
Yeah.
Now our next game, our last and final game, dun 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 dun,
Hey,
is
guess what?
Football.
Playoffs. We got to triple the points.
Monday night.
Who do something like that?
Yeah, Monday night. Who you gonna take, eBay? You got the Cardinals getting
I think
started
Brady.
6.5.
I think Brady done. I think the Cardinals win ahead of.
Cards head up. I think that's a good pick in Arizona,
Yeah.
even without little
I ain't gonna
legs.
get off the Brady train yet, man. I'm gonna just take the 40, though.
And I'm kind of with you on that. I'm just taking the other pick, but I'm taking the
Minus
Cards
6.5.
because it gives me the 100 points. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking the -6 or the plus 6.5 with
that
the
makes
Cards.
sense.
SPP.
Yeah.
Nah, that makes sense.
SPP. That's how I have to roll.
Man,
But
gone.
I think the Bucks are for real. I think they win this game, but you know, I think the money everybody's taking the Bucks, so I think the spread will get.
That made way more sense than what I just picked.
I don't know right now. Worst to first, man. You heard it here first, man. And Jack Daniels, please,
Follow your game.
please give us a
Yeah.
Yeah,
sponsorship.
that just made more
You
sense.
can't keep buying
Yeah,
it every day.
more points.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work
If
out.
I'm thinking they're gonna win, that means they're gonna cover.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun,
about me, man, I'm a
Hold
good
on,
listener,
not
man.
so fast, my
I like
friend.
to listen when somebody's coming with some good knowledge and making sense. I ain't talking about sense as in money. I ain't talking about sense as in speaking on sense you've been. So I'm talking about sense as in knowledge. Yeah, when they come with the knowledge, I love it, man. I'm like a sponge. I'm still like a baby. I'm sucking it up, bro.
And whoever's holding these little and big trophies, that's where.
Hey, man, I'm hearing it, man. He making sense. S-E-N-S-E.
Well, thank you, folks. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Enjoy our show. And tell everybody else about it. Tell them where you heard all your good picks from.
Over and out.